Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classics Last Non-Classic. This is episode number 441 and Doubleshot number 358. Two Marvel trades, and these two Marvel trades are Black Panther trades. Why am I reviewing Black Panther? Three reasons. One, Black Panther is one of my favorite characters. Two, a series is going to be hitting triple-digit numbers really soon. And three, he's got a movie coming out next year. That's a good reason. First, I'm starting off with a storyline that was turned into a motion comic series for basically 6 episodes. The writer of this basically became later head of a TV network and was basically allowed to get this one basically adapted into 6 episodes. This is Black Panther. Who is the Black Panther? This collects the first 6 issues of Black Panther Volume 4, a volume lasting 41 issues, and Black Panther's first appearance from Fantastic Four 52-53. Let's see, does this thing have it in here? Yes. There is a credit in here done by, or basically they do list off in the credits here about Black Panther created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. I appreciate that. Now, this story is basically sort of a retcon retelling of Black Panther's origin story. Now, there's no mention of Ulysses Claw in the thing. They do mention that his grandfather fought Captain America in World War II. Yeah, basically, I think that's explained in Flag Off Farley's miniseries. They kind of expanded on that. But this basically is a relaunch of the Christopher Priest run, which ended just previously this one. This started back in 2005. This storyline is 12 years old. This trade was only released, I think this is the second printing of this. This was only released just 2 years ago, so it's pretty decent condition for a 2-year-old trade. Just basically, aside from, well, a retconning of Black Panther's origin story, pretty good. It's an okay retcon. I don't mind it. It's basically Black Panther fending off an invasion of mercenaries led by one of his old enemies, Ulysses Claw, who's also in Fantastic Four, and the invasion for is his people like Rhino, a Spider-Man villain, Radioactive Man, which is the second Radioactive Man who actually dies in this very story. She gets killed. He gets killed by Black Panther's sister, who makes his debut in this very storyline. Sherry, who is a princess. And, of course, Black Panther's mother makes her debut in this storyline because they didn't bring her up before that I can think of. Nope. Let's see. They also bring a Victorian version of Black Knight. Black Panther gets a chance to fight this guy. As far as, no, he doesn't fight the Ram. He does fight Black Knight and wins. And there's also a small little thing of in here, like toward the end of a group of Deathlocks, which are basically, these Deathlocks are basically reanimated dead soldiers. And and the way that the writer Ronald Hudson writes of the American military, it's stereotypical. I want to conquer this country or something like that. And he thinks that Black Panther is basically being very stubborn. It's kind of implied that he might be a racist. Yeah, it's implied in here. It's never stated. But he's like, who the heck do you think he is? And Everett Ross is like, he's the king of Wakanda. He can do whatever the heck he wants. I'm glad the fact they threw in Everett Ross, who, by the way, is a creation of Christopher Priest. And here's kind of one thing interesting, though. He was featured in Captain America Civil War, and I have heard a rumor he might be appearing in the Black Panther film. He was played by... who's the actor who plays him? He's from Sherlock. He's the actor who plays, Dr. Watson. I'm trying to think of the actor's name. Because he was featured just 2 years ago. Well, actually last year. Let's see. He was played by... Martin Friedman. Yeah. I'm a little surprised they threw him in there, but yeah. But in here, basically, I guess the reason why that the writer threw him in there because he was featured heavily in the previous volume, so I guess they figured, oh, why not have him throw him in for just one storyline. And by the way, as far as I can tell, I don't know if he does come back or not. This is by far a really good. Uh, this is a really good storyline. Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, his most recent appearance of Everett Roth was actually just last year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What was this guy's most? Let's see. The writer of this one. Let's see where if I can find him here. Uh, Reginald Houlihan. Yeah, he just does the first 38 issues before he hands off to somebody else for the last few issues before it gets relaunched. But yeah, this is really good. It's a really good storyline. Uh, the artwork is done by John Romita Jr. of all things. Yeah, he does the artwork. The artwork is not too bad per se. Even though it's not when I think of John Romita Jr. artwork, it's okay. I don't have a really big problem with it here because, well, it's Black Panther. Though the cover artist for this thing, not besides John Romita Jr., also Frank Cho, Asad Ribic, John Cassidy, Terry Dotson, and Kerry Andrews. Yeah. And the inker is Claus Johnson, who's a legendary artist. Surprised he's still doing inking. He's a really good artist. After his artwork, he's really good. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. This is really, really good. I highly recommend it. Mm-hmm. Next up is I don't believe I've done a review of this trade yet, but why not? X-Men / Black Panther, Wild Kingdom. This collects X-Men Volume 2, number 175 to 176, and Black Panther Volume 4, issues 8 through 9. Peter Mulligan writes the X-Men issues, and of course, Rachel Houlihan does X-Men 175 to 176. Excuse me. The artwork is done by Salvador LaRocca. Yeah, I'm like, when I reread this recently, I'm like, wow, it's been a while since I've seen this kind of interesting style artwork. Salvador LaRocca does the X-Men issues. David Yarden does the Black Panther issues. If you want to know how really a bit bizarre how the artwork was in the mid-2000s, here you go. Here's a representation of it. It's it's good artwork. It's not too bad. And look at the outfit Havoc is wearing. It's so freaking bizarre. It's not like the classic style that everyone's used to. But yeah, it's just basically the X and Black Panther stopping a scientist from doing some crazy something in Africa. They actually do reference the Who Is the Black Panther storyline. Now, some are thinking 8 through 10. The last one just features 6. Where's 7? That was a House of M tie-in. That's in the House of M World of House of M, which is collected along with the Wolverine tie-in, the Captain America issue, Black Panther. I think even Thunderbolts is collected there as well, if I'm not mistaken. And we also see appearance by 2 Fantastic Four villains. One is Dragon Man. The other, of course, is now deceased ex-Fantastic Four villain, the Red Ghost. Yeah, Steve Rogers killed him off last year in the first few issues of Captain America Steve Rogers. Yep, he did. But he doesn't exactly get punished for what he does in here. He actually gets away. Well, he gets away while his apes get basically frozen by Iceman. Now, the lineup for this particular roster is quite unusual. The lineup is Gambit, Polaris, Iceman, Rogue, Wolverine, Storm, and Havoc. Havoc is the leader of this roster. After this storyline, Storm briefly leaves the roster to sort of reconnect with Africa. Of course, this also leads into her awesome marriage to Black Panther, which lasts for a second issue before they decided to sort of end it after AVX. But yeah, this is a pretty good storyline. Quick little 4-parter. The trade itself is in okay condition for a trade that came out. This trade is 11 years old. Yeah, it's a pretty good. It's an okay condition for an 11-year-old trade. But yeah, if you want to track this down, go right ahead. But I recommend if you're a fan of Black Panther, I think Marvel is doing a recollecting of Reginald Houlihan's run. So these issues probably be collected because it's part of a crossover. Okay. So I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. It's a really good storyline. It does basically, despite the fact, one thing good about this crossover, it does bring up stuff that happens in the Black Panther title. Like, also, Man-Ape appears in that particular thing. Man-Ape is a character who appeared in pages of Avengers, who basically is a reoccurring Black Panther villain. He was also a tyrant of his own nation, and he basically has appointments. Basically, people who basically criticize in public get the crap beat out of him. Basically, he beats the crap out of him with basically kind of like this what is a kendo stick. He beats the living crap out of these people because he can. Oh, and he makes a donation with money. And what does he do? Instead of basically spending on food for his people, he wants to build himself a freaking statue in his own capital city. Yeah. But yeah, that is good. This is good as well. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. Alright, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode. We do have one other Black Panther trade in the next episode, plus a Transformers trade. Okay? That'll be episode 442 and Doubleshot number 359. Okay? But until then, I will see you there. Bye.